Hey, what's up, folks? This is Jesse with Keeping It Real Finance, channel that always has your back and tells it like it is. Well, today's video is by request via Twitter for a review of Qredo and the QRDO token. So if you haven't heard of Qredo, I really hadn't heard too much about this one, but a viewer reached out to me and wanted to compare this one to Cardano, and so hopefully this video does that justice. There's a lot that went into this one. I was kind of working on this outline all day long, so hopefully I've got it all covered in here, at least all of the really important things. And then towards the end of the video, after we talk token, then I'm going to be comparing this to Cardano a little bit and let you know my final thoughts there. All right, so should be a lot of info here, whether you're invested in Qredo or Cardano. Hopefully this is a pretty good video for you, and also I'll have my price prediction when we do our Let's Talk token. All right, so that being said, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button. If this is your first time to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you click the bell, you'll be made aware whenever I post time-sensitive content just like this. And now let's get it going. So what is Qredo? Well, at its simplest, it is a digital asset management infrastructure. Now, it gets a little more complicated than that, so here we go. So it is a product suite designed to unlock new opportunities for institutional investors, keyword institutional, in digital assets and DeFi. Qredo is a liquidity protocol that enables trade credit to be granted between counterparties pre-trade, therefore removing counterparty and settlement risk. That's going to be a theme throughout here. Qredo is the first company to combine decentralized, trustless, multi-party computation, or MPC, this is important, with layer 2 blockchain. All right? So what is decentralized multi-party computation, or MPC? Well, in the context of digital assets, it means that instead of one individual with private keys signing transactions, the key itself is split up between multiple computers that cooperate together to sign a transaction. So it is decentralized, all right? Now, there is actually a really good article posted by one of the founders, Brian Spector. He is the Chief Product and Technology Officer, that explains it like this. So the problem with private keys is that they deviate from Satoshi's decentralized vision and introduce centralized trust into the cryptocurrency market, meaning cold storage and hot wallets create centralized vulnerability that have led to billion-dollar losses in siloed liquidity. Liquidity pools are then targets for hackers. Additionally, new cryptocurrencies create even more silos by leaving liquidity split between hundreds of trading venues and thousands of blockchains. Spector even goes on to assert that this is the primary reason for all of the volatility in the cryptocurrency market. The solution? Fully decentralized private key management. Okay. Now, here's an image that makes Qredo's point. So, poor security, 1.9 billion stolen or hacked in 2020. Over-collateralization, 100% plus. So this is collateral locked in multiple trading venues, creating poor capital efficiency. 500 million stolen from DeFi protocols in 2020 due to insufficient controls over private keys. 1,300, the difference in Bitcoin price due to the Kimchi premium, which means liquidity is trapped across protocols, therefore participants are unable to take advantage of arbitrage. 30 minutes in delayed settlement. Okay, so what does Qredo offer? Well, Qredo offers the following: decentralized MPC, as we just discussed, cross-chain settlement, cross-platform liquidity, and it is interoperable and open source. For a clearer picture, it looks like this. So we have layer 1, which is blockchain, layer 2, which is Qredo blockchain. Remember, it's a layer 2 solution. Layer 3 is Qredo decentralized messaging that offers fast finality, a consensus MPC network, and decentralized messaging. Qredo Protocol is essentially open source, open network, and permissionless. while Qredo FinTech services are then audited, insured, and supported. Okay? So, Qredo Protocol is set up intended to ultimately operate as a DAO, that is a decentralized autonomous organization, which it will essentially have the validators of the network fully decentralized. That is their goal that they are working towards, right? Now, Qredo also has a wallet that offers fully decentralized custody, peer-to-peer trading based on volume, and free entry and exits. Lists of assets that are on this wallet include Algorand, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a whole slew of ERC20 tokens, all right? Now, when it comes to investment and strategic partners, Qredo has this list, which obviously includes Coinbase is on there. I also see Celsius that's sticking out to me, right? We also had this list here of investors in an $11 million seed raise, so they invested. And just 4 days ago, Qredo dropped this bomb that they just finished an $80 million seed round with investment from Coinbase Ventures, Avalanche, Terra, and other top-tier investors, including Kingsway Capital, HOF Capital, Raptor Group, and Golden Tree Asset Management. Now, for some other massively bullish news that happened over the last year on Qredo, which I'm going to mention since I haven't reviewed them before, is last October, Qredo announced a partnership with MetaMask Institutional. That's a pretty big deal, right? Now, if that wasn't enough, this is even bigger. This tops that. I mean, they really dropped some drop-in-the-mic kind of news. Qredo was announced as a partner with Open Bank Project, AP13, and Sovereign that assisted in El Salvador's Bitcoinization by providing their infrastructure, which is compatible with the Bitcoin Lightning Network. So, if you're wondering how that partnership works, it looks like this graph here, where Qredo essentially supplies the Bitcoin custody infrastructure. So this was all about that Bitcoin being accepted as legal tender in El Salvador, the one and only country in the world that's doing it so far, but we have rumors that Brazil may be next, all right? Now, the founders of Qredo are, we have Anthony Foy, a CEO. He is a digital veteran, serial entrepreneur. We've also got, as I mentioned earlier, Brian Spector, CPTO, who is a cybersecurity expert with a background in advanced cryptography, all right? So, let's talk token. So, QRDO is a native token for Qredo. QRDO is proof of stake, all right? Now, as of this recording, this is February 8th, 2022, market cap was 142.5 million, and I think it went up a little bit the further I wrote this outline, so that number is going to increase a little by the end of this video. Now, with 2% of the 43.3 million coins essentially in circulation out of a 2 billion max, so only 43 million coins out of 2 billion are in circulation, 2%, that's it. 40 of those were in the ICO, the initial coin offering. Total number of holders, though, right now, this is pretty impressive, is already at 8,700 and is increasing by the day. They have a chart on this on coinmarketcap.com, which I'll show you right here. Here's what that chart looks like. You can see it's moving up by the day. That's impressive. Now, Qredo sees 6 roles of network participants. We got market makers, validators, traders, custody users, liquidity providers, and borrowers. And has 2 incentive structures. This is a fee-based and an inflation-based incentive structure. So fee-based includes transaction and custody mining, validator fees, and market maker mining. Inflation-based, which is a fixed number of rewards distributed per epoch to the 4 main network participants, which include trader users, custody users, market makers, and validators. So that's inflation-based. So those rewards will come out over time, right? Further tokenomics have the split as follows. So of the 2 billion supply, it's split between each billion. So for that first billion, 11.216% private and public sale, 22% for the team, 3.7% for advisors, 34.3% for investors, 10% for Qredo distribution, 4% for initial validators, 11% ecosystem, 3.784% treasury and reserve. All right. Now the vesting schedule then depends on the role as seen in this chart here, so you can see that. And as for the second billion, it is set aside for when version 2 goes live to be distributed to users as rebates on fees and inflationary rewards. Schedule for that is roughly 50 years, so it'll be quite a while. All right. Now, if we insert the chart, so the chart we're looking at now is the live chart of Qredo taken. This is from KuCoin paired with USDT. I've gone ahead and I've entered the trend lines here for where it is trading within this channel. Now, if it stayed within the channel for the remainder of the year, it would basically finish somewhere between roughly, what's this, about 460 or so. And at the top here, we're looking at, let's say, 1325. Okay. Now, being that it's only $3.43 right now, that's a significant opportunity to make some big-time gains with Qredo this year. And you can see where it recently jumped. It was on the bottom of that trend line, and it popped up from there. Now, some positive signs here. You can see the volume is very positive for Qredo. This is big-time volume that's been going into this one. Obviously, it had some big sells here, but since that time, some significant green volume bars in terms of spikes. So that's a real positive development. Regarding the RSI, it's a little high right now, which tells me it could go down from here a little bit. That is possible. And it looks like it's showing kind of in the overbought territory. But looking down below at the market cipher, this is also positive. You can see right here that it started having a money outflow basically right around the beginning of this year, 2022. It bottomed out about the end of January. And it looks like since that time, we started to have some money flowing into it, which coincides with those green volume bars and the rise here in the chart. So very positive developments here for Qredo. Also, you know, if it ends up breaking past that previous high that it made back here, this previous all-time high, and it breaks through this channel, then all bets are off. Then it kind of goes into price discovery mode. So it looks like, by all accounts here, a very positive chart in terms of if now is a good time to buy. It is a fairly good time because it's near the bottom of the trend line if you decide you wanted to pick up Qredo. Okay? So hopefully that chart analysis made some sense to you. Now, where you can pick up Qredo, my number one link for that would be KuCoin. I also have various other referral links in the video description. There's either, you know, free money bonuses, sign up, trading fee discount, etc. Just depends on the platform, whichever one's in there. So go ahead and check those out. When you do, you also help support the channel, so big thanks on that, all right? Now, lastly, so the reason I did this whole video in the first place, as I mentioned in the intro, was that I had somebody reach out to me on Twitter and said, hey, I'm kind of torn between the two. Could you maybe compare them and give me a way to lean on this? I'm not sure if I can fully do that, but here's my comparison. All right, so here we go. So charts, both the charts on them are nearly identical. It's almost an exact same chart. So same, all right? No advantage to either one. Market cap. So Cardano has a 1.5 billion market cap as of the recording of this video, whereas Qredo was roughly at 149. As I told you, that number went up a little bit. 149 million. So for Qredo just to equal Cardano's current market cap, it would need to 10x from here, okay? So advantage, Qredo, more room to run, right? Supply. So QRDO has 2% in circulation, while Cardano has 17%. I got to give that advantage back to Cardano. 2% in circulation is like next to nothing at all. And you know there's a ton of VC investment here. So at some point, all those investors are going to be looking to recap their investment, right? Okay. Partnership/exchange listings. So I did a recent video on Cardano where I talked all about the 2022 roadmap and why I'm so bullish on Cardano. You know, they talked about global and US exchange listings coming this year, whereas Qredo, as I mentioned, just received big-time VC investment from the one and only Coinbase Ventures, all right? Where it is not currently listed. So if you read between the lines, that means that a Coinbase listing is right around the corner for this one, right? Now, QRDO also had a massive street cred, in my view, with the El Salvador partnership. I mean, that is the first time that's ever happened on the planet where a country from anywhere around the world decided to start using crypto as legal tender, in that case Bitcoin, and they were a part of that deal. That is a really big deal, right? So they've already done it once. All they have to do is replicate it somewhere else. So, as I mentioned, if they could do this in Brazil or, somewhere else, if somewhere else decides they're going to start accepting it as legal tender, maybe one of the states in the U.S., there's quite a few of them that have bills coming out that want to make Bitcoin legal tender, right? So I think if they can get more countries and or states, more jurisdictions, places around the planet, I got to give the advantage there to Qredo over Cardano. Okay, now both of them I think are probably going to be equal on the exchange listings. Maybe Cardano is better on that one, but where Qredo has the advantage is if they can land another country or state. That's a big deal. All right. Now, as I said, they're both currently on KuCoin. You can find them both there. Ultimately, what it comes down to is they're both really good pickups. Qredo has more room to run. We've proven that. It's 1/10 of the value of Cardano. So that's a fact, okay? But only 2% of the supply is in circulation. So they're going to be dumping out some supply here as time goes on, especially with all the VC investment, right? So at this point in time, I'm not really certain if you can really lean heavily one or over the other. I don't know if there's a clear winner here. And as I said, they have the exact same chart. In terms of supply, obviously there's more supply with Qredo than there is Cardano. So I think Cardano has maybe proven more, but Qredo, in the news that they've made, is just massive, massive news. So I don't know if I would personally feel comfortable steering anybody one way or the other on this one. I kind of think they both have various advantages and things that they're good at. And if I had $1,000, I would probably split it between the two. I don't know if I would necessarily lean one over the other in this case. Also, I've never really been a big proponent of lump sum investing. I'm more of a DCA approach kind of guy, little amounts over a long period of time. If you did that with these, I think with both of them, you really can't go wrong here, okay? So now in terms of that price prediction on what we think could happen here with Qredo, probably somewhere between a 2 to 5x, and that's the conservative prediction. If it breaks that top trend and we go into price discovery mode, could it peak out higher and then eventually go lower? Yeah. So, could it do more than let's say a 5x? Yeah, it's possible it could. So that's a conservative prediction, 2 to 5, but it could definitely go higher than that. All right. So really good project here. I like where it's at in the chart. Just had a little bump up, just like Cardano. So a lot of opportunity here, and in terms of news, I mean, Qredo just has massive, massive news. And, that feather in the cap, that's like a bald eagle feather, is, the El Salvador partnership. That's monster. I mean, that's like street cred till the end of time. So that's really cool. All right. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Don't forget that I'm also on Twitter at KIR Finance, where you can find me tweeting and retweeting on a regular basis. Check me out there. I've also now got new designs in the merch shop and a whole ton of new merch in there. So check that out if you get the chance. Some really cool shirts in there. I'm wearing one right now, right here. And then outside of that, for a friendly reminder, this is Jesse with Keeping It Real Finance, the channel that always says your back and tells it like it is, and I will see you on the next one. Later.